Hello teachers and students and 7E. How are you today? I'm fine, thank you. Please be seated and thank you again, once again. All right, teachers, we are still on the same strand. Science in the home, same sub-strand, learning outcomes. Our outcome is 7.3.4 on the same unit, force in everyday life. Our topic today, we are still on forces. Forces can change direction. Can force change direction? I'll give you 5 seconds to ask your friend, discuss with your friend and prove. Tell your friends how forces can change direction and give an example of where you have seen forces change direction. Okay, your time starts now. 5 seconds. 1,000. 5 seconds up. Can force change direction and give an example? Thank you. Michaelin's group has one answer for us. Michaelin's group. Michaelin? Or any others? Begley? We'll come back to Michaelin's group later.
Force can change direction by using senses.
Example? Can you give us an example? Thank you.
By walking.
By walking. Okay, thank you for that answer, Bagley. Michaelin, we'll go back to Michaelin's group again.
Change direction. When you throw a ball and it hits the ground and bounces the other direction.
All right, thank you for that very good answer. Forces can change direction. Every time you bounce a ball, it hits the ground or bounces off a wall and moves in the other direction or the opposite direction. All right, there are 2 activities that we will do today. Activity number 1, you will be using balloons, yes. So let's have your balloons. These are your instructions. Your instruction number 1. Blow up your balloons. You can have 1 balloon for 1 group. Blow up. You should select somebody in your group to stop the balloon or stop your game when I say, or when I clap my hands 3 times, you know that you will stop the game. So follow the instruction. Tie up your balloon. Blow it as big as you can and tie the balloon. The instructions are there, follow the instruction. Go ahead, follow your instruction. Not too high. Your next instruction, write down the different forces that were involved in changing the direction of the balloon's flight. All right, which of the force do you think is greater? The force of the balloon that is being passed from one person to another, or the force from your hand hitting the balloon? Are the two forces the same? Right, let's try out our second activity. Clear your tables, instruction. Our activity 2. Let's clear the tables. Put your books on the side of the table to set as a boundary. On the side. All stand your books on the side. Oh, that's too big. Books on the side as boundary, set it aside. Side. Yeah, something like that. Not too clear. Line your books. this side. Okay, I see that you have your, okay, the two, and your tubes, straws, with the instruction. Okay, you have surplus, so you can use that. So you two can together, you can have 10 later. You want somebody. Okay, boundaries. Okay, roll your straw.
Straw mixing coming.
So you two, oh, the three of you. Can you blow it? Can you blow? Or roll your straws on the paper. What's underneath here? Remove this. All right, use the straw to blow. If it goes to the other end of your friend's, to the other side of your friend, then you score a point for yourself. This is big enough. Make it narrow. It's too heavy.
You mean good lands fastly?
Okay, good. All right. We shall stop there. Make sure it goes through that side. No, you took challenge. Challenge. Try to blow it across to your friend's side. All right, your question, we may stop there. Again, your question number for activity 2. Write down the different forces that were involved in changing the direction of the ping pong ball. Okay, could someone tell us what type of forces were involved? In your first activity, what type of forces were involved when you were playing with the balloon? And what type of force were involved in the second game when you were playing the football blow? Okay. Kalen, then we'll have Beggy.
Force of the wind and the force of the balloon.
Force of the hand and Force from the balloon. So force from the hand, force of the hand. What was the hand doing? Bagley. Okay, Bagley.
Pushing that button.
Okay, the force of the hand was pushing. So we have pushing force, pushing the balloon. And the balloon? You have a balloon. The push from your hand pushes the balloon. What happens to the balloon now? Again watching, what happens to the balloon? Your force from your hand pushes the balloon. And what happens to the balloon? Why? What force is there? Very good. Gravitational force. It pulls the balloon down. So, force from the balloon descending. Descending is gravitational force. Oh, very long. I put it here. Any other forces that were used? Any other forces? All right, what about activity 2? What about activity 2? What kind of forces were involved? Donald, thank you. Donald?
Force of the hand push.
All right. Thank you, Donald. Force from the blown air, which is a push force. Force from the blown air that pushes the ball or the ping pong ball or aluminum balls that you have created. What else? All right, before we close up our lesson, stand up, sit up straight and face your friends. Sit up straight, put your biros down, close your books, sit up straight. All right. There are, how many forces did we use? For things to move. How many forces, Michaeline? 2. There are two forces. There are many forces, but 2 forces acting on each other. Let's have an arm wrestle with your friends. Arm wrestle with your friend. Steady. Lock your hands, palms together with your friend. Arm wrestle. No, with your friend, not yourself. Arm wrestle with your friend. This way. Hold it. When I say you go, you start. On your mark. Get set. Are we ready? Hey, listening for my count. On your mark. Get set, go. Right, let's try it again. On your mark. On your mark. Get set. Again, some are not ready. On your mark. Get set. And on your mark. Before we start. Hey. Before we start. There are two things that you must remember. One, two of you are acting on this force. Who will win? Why did he or she win? But if there is no winner within this time, I will count to 5. Are we listening? This time I will count. This time I will count to 5. Again. I'll repeat again. There are two of you challenging. And the winner, if the person wins, why did he win? And why did the person lose? But if the two of you, if there is no winner, after the count of 5, you stop. Is that clear? Okay, ready? On your mark, get set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Why did the person win? Who won? Okay. Those who won, again, those who won the arm wrestle. Those who won the arm wrestle, why did you win the arm wrestle? Because you have a greater force than your friend, so you won the arm wrestle. Those of you like Michaeline and Glenda did not, one of them did not win, one of them did not lose. They were still struggling after the count of 5. Why is that? Very good. They have the same force. Direction. So, the one with less force allows the other. So, was Michaeline and Glenda's strength the same? Yes. Right, they had the same force. So their force, two forces were balanced on one side. They had the same strength, so one could not win. One of them could not win. While one of you who won, your forces were unbalanced. One had less force, one had greater force. So the greater force won. Is that understood? Good. Come, Frank, or who? What's your name? Ruben. Ruben, walk. Ruben, I would like you to walk across the room. Walk across the room. Slowly. I would like you to walk across the room. While Ruben is walking, he is a blind force. Okay, back again, Ruben, thank you. Start again. This time, we are going to meet two forces. So, what happens to Ruben? Yeah, the push force that I gave to him, what happened to him? He changed his direction. Thank you, Ruben. Right, our summary. forces that we talked about. The unbalanced force can make things go faster or slower. The last summary point, unbalanced forces can make things change direction. So just like Reuben, who changed direction when I gave him a little push. Or if you watch rugby, you will see a lot of balanced and unbalanced forces. All right, so the boys who wish to play rugby, you can use this idea of balanced and unbalanced forces. Even you are little, but you know that he is big. The best way is tackle him from the side. Symbol of balance. So, anyway, that's apart from that. Our next lesson, our key phrase for today is force can change direction. Teachers and students, our next lesson will be on how much force is used. These are the materials that you will need to bring with you: a spring balance, 1 meter ruler. Each group will bring a rubber band each, and a broomstick or a broomstick will be fine. Right, thank you 7E, thank you receiving teachers and students for your participation.